Hello and welcome to No Icing. Today it's Sandie Dee. Hello,
Yes.
Don.
Hello. So if you're wondering where Dritta is, she has took her spring vacation. She has gone back to native Albania. She will be back in a little while. So in the meantime, we have the inimitable and wonderful and beautiful Sandie Dee in Grandi filling in for Dritta on this particular occasion. And we're down a few folks. Jamie Bennett, our beloved Jamie Bennett, isn't here. She is focusing on projects. She's backloaded with projects for a good bit. Rory Penland, who you've seen on here in the past, he has a table read tonight, and we wish him good luck. We wish him good luck and all the best. And also, we have Renee Yaworsky, though she might show up a little later. I'm not totally sure. But if she does appear, we will pop her on screen as time allows. So, Sandie, how have you been today?
Good. How are you?
I've been okay. I've been better, but as our guest said before we got started here, I'm on the right side of the dirt, so
I love
there
that.
you go. I'm on the right side of the dirt. Although we've been dealing with assholes. Let's just say we're not naming any names. If you know, you know. So I've been peddling this thing, asshole repellent spray. We need this. I'm telling you.
Oh, you have a commercial.
16, yes. And I'm totally not pitching a product. Here's the thing. I take that back. I am going to be like Paul Harvey reading the.
I have commercial too, Jonathan.
Okay. So, yes. So, JP brand asshole spray. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm telling you, it's that time of the year again. It's warm weather outside.
Do the commercial. Do the commercial.
I am. I'm doing it right now. Okay, so here's the thing. It's warm weather, y'all. There's going to be a lot more outdoor gatherings, a lot more concerts, a lot more barbecues, a lot more X, Y, and Z. It's almost unavoidable. You're going to run into assholes at some point during this. So how do you keep yourself armed, you ask? Get you a can of JP brand asshole repellent. We sell 16-ounce cans. We sell 24-ounce cans. We sell 32-ounce cans. And we're about to roll out a 40-ounce can of this stuff. And I tell you, this stuff works. Me and my beloved Renee Yaworsky, we both emptied 32-ounce cans of this stuff on certain people today, and it does work. It does work. So JP brand asshole repellent spray, find it in any hardware store near you, or go to JP brand asshole spray, asshole. Oh God, let me try the take two.
Can I do my commercial now?
As soon as I get the website right, we'll be good. JP JP brand asshole repellent spray.com. Sandie Dee, the floor is yours.
Oh my gosh. I like it when you do it the accent. I like the accent.
Oh, yeah, I did do that with a bit of an accent. I sent that to the Human Sunlight chat. We're all in, and Bathsheba Yehuda, God bless her, she loved it. She loved it.
Here's my commercial. It's a
Sandie Dee.
spoof commercial that I've always, me and one of my best friends, Gina, we always did this spoof commercial. Like, we always joked around about it. And we just always wanted to do a commercial, like maybe TikTok or something. We just never did it. But it goes like something like this. Hello, welcome to Sandie's Sock Sewing Services. Do you have a pair of old socks that you love, but they just have holes in it now? You wear them so much that there's holes, but they're your favorite socks, or maybe they were a gift from someone special. You don't want to throw those socks away. You want to keep wearing those socks. So with Sandie's Sock Sewing Services, you can go to our website, put in your information, and we will tell you where to mail your socks. We will sew them up and return them to you so you can wear those favorite pair of holy socks.
Though knowing what you're into, I don't see why you need socks. If you know that, you know. So anyway, that's a whole other stream for another time.
I think it would be really a good business one day. Like, I could honestly see people that have a pair of socks that they love. They don't want to get rid of them. Well, you don't have time to sew them, so you could just mail them to us. We'll sew them and then send them back to you.
Honestly, I can't believe that a company like Hanes hasn't started something like that. Like, people send in, like, for real, people send in.
Now you're talking about underwear.
No.
Underwear. Can you sew my underwears?
Oh my God. Fucking Hanes makes socks too. Goddamn Andy. So, yeah, send your socks to Hanes or whoever, and they just sew the holes.
Well, you could use the asshole repellent on the underwears when they send them in before you sew them up.
Yeah, that has.
Oh my God! Nobody better steal these ideas. These are my ideas. Don't steal them, okay?
Those, yeah, spraying the asshole repellent on your underwear, that might save folks from a disastrous marriage. So, Julie Leinecke, God love her.
Oh my gosh!
She says,
"Don't leave
I'm
me
sorry.
and JP alone too long. We're gonna get our conversations go cray cray."
Oh yeah. As evidence, because me and Sandie were both in a meeting for a show that we're doing in the future, and I don't think we talked about the show until the 40-minute mark of the meeting. It was me, it was MM, it was Sandie, Jamie was there, Ilana was there. It was a great time had by all, but yeah, it was just. I'm just reading some of the comments here, and I'm trying not to crack up. So back to what Julie Leinecke was saying. She said, "I'm sorry, but I have to share this since we're talking about assholes. Every time my cat looks out the window, I ask her, 'What are you looking at? What are you looking for?' It's just weird." Julie has some weird animals. So
I love Julie.
I do too. She is so wonderful. She's our Missouri representative. So I know some of the folks in the audience are about to beat down our doors for our guests to come on. So, ladies and gentlemen, there you go. There you go. If you massage the button, the curtains will open. Anyway, so oh gosh. So, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the No Icing stage, Julio, by God, Morales.
Yay! How are you?
Good. How about yourself, Sandie?
I'm doing good. I dressed up for you today. I'm trying to go like rock and roll. I want like a little rock and roll look. I said, how am I gonna? I gotta dress like rock and roll for Julio.
I didn't dress any differently.
You're always rock and roll. I love
Well, wait a minute. What can I do here? I have a clown nose somewhere.
it.
There we go.
Oh yeah. Oh, nice. Okay. Now you just need an accent.
I'm not doing that.
Hey, it's
Hey.
Jules. It's Jules and Sandie. Hello. Hello. Thank you for pressing the button. Thank you. I was hanging out with Rory Penland. That's
What?
Yeah, we were talking about Julio and Sandie, actually. You guys are famous. So I was just
Uh-oh.
talking about you guys. Yeah. I'm late because I was talking about you, saying all great things. You guys are just awesome. We love you so much. So what did I miss?
As long as it wasn't about my most recent parole violation, it's fine.
No, I assure you it was not. Hello. Hey.
So Renee, what you missed? Not very much. We talked. So Sandie and I, we both did our commercials. I did my asshole repellent. I did my asshole repellent spray commercial, and Sandie.
Yes, nobody better steal my idea. I have a money making
Sandie had
idea.
a sock. Sandie had like
That's
a
my
sock
money maker.
repair thing, and I was literally trying to say, like, why doesn't Hanes or something like that have a company where they just sew holes in socks?
You mean like for feetfinder.com?
I was telling Sandie, what, knowing what she's into, she don't need socks.
Feetfinder.com? Wait,
no.
what?
Yeah.
No.
Let me do the commercial for Renee. I'll do the commercial for Renee.
Can I just say that feetfinder.com sounds like some kind of weird dating site?
I think it is.
No, let me tell you what it is, Julio.
You're not wrong in that regard, Julio.
Julio, you can become a member. It's like a monthly fee. You could be a member, and you can upload your feet photos, and people can pay you to have access to see your feet photos.
Look at his eyes. Look at his eyes. Look at his eyes.
It's a lucrative business.
It's a real business.
It's a real business. You could really do it.
I've heard people clean up.
You know how the musicians are on Patreon and you have to pay to be a member and see people.
It's behind a paywall. Your feet are behind a paywall.
It's the same thing, but just feet photos.
Do you want to upload yours? I feel like I'm going to upload mine. Let's see.
I want to try it. I mean, I wouldn't mind.
If we keep up with this, Julio is going to leave and never talk to us again.
Okay, wait. I have questions for Julio.
Hey,
I want to interview Julio.
I will have you know I will give you feet for free.
Woo! Feet for free.
Free.
You're going to give Sandie and Renee the paper. Stop it.
Woo! It's getting hot in here. It's getting hot in here. So take off all your shoes.
I took off a sock.
How does it smell? Tell us all about it.
You missed my business idea. It's called Sandie Sock Sewing Services.
That's what
you have that old favorite pair of socks, but now it has holes in it because you wore them so much. You can send them to Sandie's Sock Sewing Services. We will sew your socks and mail them back to you so that you can continue wearing your favorite pair of socks.
I think that is wow, that was really smooth. I need a button.
Renee,
that was button worthy. That was button
Renee,
worthy.
did I send you the commercial I was doing for the asshole repellent spray?
Mm-mm. Or maybe you did. I don't know. You could do it live.
I sent it to Bathsheba and she about died.
I want to hear it.
Right now?
Yeah, do it.
You have to do it with the accent, JP.
I don't want to take no more time away from Julio than we absolutely have to.
Yeah. All right. I need to ask Julio a question, which is, Julio, do you prefer performing in a band or as a solo act, and why?
I kind of consider them as two different things. With as far as playing with a band, I did that for 1996, 30 years or something, and it was a totally different thing. I got to write like 2 songs per record, and I kind of just had to keep everything else under wraps. But 2018, I started just doing my own stuff, and that's when I started the studio here. And then we had like 2 different performers die on me, so
Oh no.
it's a lot different thing. Which I like better. I probably just like doing my solo stuff better because that's what I'm doing right now. Would I go back to what I was doing before? Yeah. I don't like it any less. I don't love it any less because it's not a matter of like to me. If I don't like doing this, I'm not going to do it.
Yeah.
But as far as loving something, I think I just, the opportunities for certain things come in different strokes. So if I have the chance to love something that's just my work, that's great. If I have an opportunity to love something that I'm involved with otherwise, that's great too.
Awesome.
I have a question. Who are some of your influences musically?
Just in general?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I think one of my first musical influences was Queen. When my mom was around, it was her favorite band, and so I heard all of their records growing up. And then when Freddie Mercury died, I remember seeing his funeral on VH1. And then I kind of branched out to more Springsteen sort of stuff. But I think 1993, I started listening to, I got In Utero, Nirvana's In Utero. Oh, yeah. And I liked that way better than Nevermind. I don't like Nevermind very much.
Interesting.
And then I went from that to Mudhoney, and most of my solo stuff gets compared to Mudhoney and stuff like that. I like the Replacements, a lot of punk bands, the Ramones. I like T. Chesh. I like Lars Nagel. I like Renee.
Yes.
I like John. I think I think you can find just as much inspiration from people that as opposed to just famous people.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
By the way, if you think Julio is 110% in his live streams, wait till you actually see him perform in person. He took that stage at Waller's during the KMH Fest and just leveled the fucking room. I'm not even kidding. He leveled that fucking room.
I believe it. Yeah.
Wonderful.
Wow.
It's awesome.
It was a great.
Renee, I gotta tell you, you look so beautiful, Renee.
I was looking at you too, sexy cowgirl. We're both so sexy.
I tried to bring Julio some rock and roll. I said, I got my Pink Floyd, and then look at you. Oh my gosh.
I wish I was wearing a rock shirt. I should have done that,
Julio,
now I feel like I'm left out, I feel like
Julio,
I need to be more equal.
I love you, girl.
Hello. Is there anybody in there?
Julio, let me ask.
We got more questions for you.
We got more questions.
I'll say one more and then I'll get myself off and leave.
Nobody has questions for Funny Bones today? What the hell?
Julio, where did you find that energy in your performance? Like, was there any one particular person at all that inspired you to find that energy when you perform?
I'd like to say that I was inspired by someone that I saw performing or something like that, because maybe that's the answer most people would give, but that's not the truth. When I joined the first band that I was on a record label with and we went on tour, and we played CBGB's, by the time it was 1999 and I was a teenager.
Wow.
So I'm a teenager.
What was that like? Wow.
It was awesome. How couldn't it be awesome? I'm a teenager. I'm 17 years old. I can drink at the bars. Nobody gives me a hassle. And I lived that life for a long time, and I'm still living it. So the excitement doesn't really come from an inspiration or something that I'm trying to convey like it's an act, because it's not an act. I use the excitement that I had when I was a teenager, and I still use it.
Wow. That's awesome.
I also think, like, you're born and raised in New York, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I am too. So like, don't you think like growing up in New York kind of gives you that a little bit of that strength, a little bit of that energy, because it's a tough place to grow up.
Several months ago, Tom had said something about people from New York talking with their hands. Then after he said that, I would be watching whatever live stream that I had just done, and I realized that I'm doing that for the entire thing. And I'm like, damn it, Tom, I didn't notice I do that until you mentioned it. Now I'm seeing it constantly.
I mean, I don't know. I always felt like whenever I was afraid of doing something, or I needed courage or encouragement or energy, or like, I feel like, that just growing up in New York kind of feel like wherever you go in the world, you kind of got that New York in you. Like
New York strong, New York strong.
Yeah, you got that with you.
Well, some of the most genuine and real people that I've ever met weren't spectacular or rich or glorious or loved by a million people. They were broke and homeless or drug addicts that were just hanging out in the same alley I was.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, it's a New York thing, and you can't take that away from it, especially with the disasters that happened in New York, even just recently at that subway. But also, it's not just that so much. You can find that part of New York in every single city.
Well, okay, I have to interrupt because now, since you're on my show, I know you've talked about this in your shows because I watched your shows, but maybe people that are just seeing you for the first time here on this show, can you tell them a little bit about, like, when that time in New York when you were, a lot of people might not know that about you. If you're okay with talking about it.
Oh, I thought we were having a dance break. I'm sorry. Okay, yeah, we can do that. You talking about when I lived on the street?
Yeah, I know you've talked about it on your shows. I just thought maybe there's people here that don't know that about you, and that's something that I think also makes you, sing and play music so passionately.
For a while, I lived in hotels, and when I got back from the road, I couldn't handle being back in real life and having to wake up in the morning and be normal again, because I was used to playing in the bar all day long, and I just didn't keep things together when I got back here. So I was working at a restaurant, and what I would do is there was a grease trap, and right before I punched out at night, I would empty the grease trap, and then there would be hot fryer oil in there. So even if it was snowing outside in New York, I could curl up next to that grease trap and keep warm during the night until I had to punch in the next day. But I was working a full-time job, but I still had to be homeless, and that lasted for about 1.5 years.
It's amazing. I can't believe you survived that. And I give you a lot of courage and just love because of what you went through.
I mean, I caused a lot of my problems. I think the thing that has much more courage in it is the people who have to do it, and it wasn't some kind of hardship they caused themselves. I caused my problems. I still cause my problems. But
well, still, I mean, you survived that. You're a survivor.
Yeah, I mean, there's really no other choices. There's no reason to give up.
Yeah. Yeah. I have an uncle. I have a relative that was homeless for a while, and he took his last money and bought a plane ticket to California. So I'll give him credit for that because it's a lot warmer here. I can't imagine that, in the weather of New York, it's got to be Well, anyway, we're blessed that you're still here. We're blessed that you survived that. You're a true survivor. I think it shows in your music. I think you play very passionately.
I think the best thing I could tell anybody that tries to do anything music related or even expression related, whether it's poetry or some type of art or any of that stuff, is that the things that you've been through, they don't make you. And if you take whatever bad things happen to you and you make them a priority in your mind, you can't do anything that you want to do the way you want to do it. You'll never be happy with it. Whoever you're giving it to won't be happy with it either. Those bad situations aren't what makes a person. Those bad situations makes a person not have to go through that bad situation a second time.
Yeah, I was like maybe 14 years old at the bus stop one day in New York, and this lady tried to mug me. I don't know. I never told anybody on social media this story, but she tried to mug me, and I had like cheap costume jewelry on. I was 14. I had like a little plastic purse, and I had nothing. I didn't have no money. I didn't have any money. I had enough money for my bus, and that was it. Maybe 50 cents in my purse. But this lady tried to mug me. She came up to me. I was by myself, and I was waiting for the bus, and she's like, "Give me your jewelry and all your money. Give me your purse." And I was like, "No." I said no. And
This will keep that from happening in any city.
she's like, "Don't make me hurt you. Don't make me hurt you." And I said, "Go, bleep yourself." And I ran across the street into a restaurant and called my dad. I said, "Come and get me. This lady just tried to mug me." And he's like, "I can't. I'm working underneath the car in the driveway. I can't come get you." And I was like, I'm like, "What am I supposed to do?" He's like, "Just wait till she leaves and get back on the bus." That's what I did. I had to go back to that bus stop and wait for that bus, but she didn't come back. I think she got scared because I told her I was going to call the cops, and then I ran across the street. And I think she saw me using the payphone back when payphones were around.
Oh yeah.
Before cell phone. I had no cell phone. I had nothing. I had to go use this was in payphone days,
I think payphones were a dime when I started using them, and by the time they were gone, they were about 50 cents.
Yeah. Yeah. But you could always dial 911 for free on a payphone.
Yeah, but I can't call 911 and tell them to bring over a case of beer.
No, now you have Uber. Uber Eats.
I've seen their fees.
Now we're dating ourselves, Julio. We lost Renee. Is Renee still there?
She had a phone call and she had to leave. So she might be back before the end of this. Cross your fingers, toes, and eyes.
Does this go for an hour?
No, if you have to go, that's fine.
Oh no, I didn't know. So
this usually runs 30 to 40 minutes, though we do go a little bit longer than that sometimes. It just depends on
sometimes
how the show is.
The Ninos come and find me.
I just wasn't sure. I have nowhere to be. And I got a Labatt Blue sponsorship just in case. So
I'm just drinking some iced tea. But I do have questions for you. I wanted to know.
Go ahead.
Do you have do you have a family tradition? And any like comfort foods? What are your comfort foods?
Family tradition. No.
Like anything. No.
Mm-mm.
One of my guests said his family tradition was taking the kids to 7-Eleven for a Slurpee. I thought that was cool.
I don't think I have anything like that. I had a pretty small family. And then I had a foster family too, and you don't really make memories with a foster family. You just kind of make time. As far as comfort food, I would say that a good comfort food is a Bloody Mary. A good comfort food is Guinness in the afternoon. And a good comfort food is whatever the hell is in the cupboard that night.
Awesome. That's awesome.
I don't really, I was never really into just like having stuff that tastes good. I just buy whatever's cheap, you know. I'd rather be able to, you know, I'd rather get cheap stuff and then be able to donate to a charity or something than just spend everything on myself.
And you also teach music, I heard.
Yep.
So how can people get a hold of you? You have albums for sale, stickers for sale, and you teach music.
Yes. I have 2 records for sale. One's called Escapism Playground. It's also on Bandcamp. Another one I have is a Christmas album that was a joke album, and I made it on a dare in 3 days.
Wow.
Stickers, I got phone booth record stickers. That's the phone booth logo there. This is the studio over here. Everything down there. I have a couple of BLT pins left. And we have a show on Fridays these days called the Drunkles Variety Hours.
Yes, and I've been hearing about this Drunkles Variety.
Just today, for the Drunkle show on Fridays. I have 100 of those right now, and they just showed up about an hour ago.
Okay, how much and how can we buy them? All this stuff. How can we get everything?
Well, Playground on a digital copy is $6. It's 10 mostly on CD, and that's because of shipping. I really don't make anything off of it. So anybody that wants a phone booth record sticker, just ask me. I'll give it to you. If you want to pay me, that's cool. If you don't, that's cool too. These. I
want one. I want an album, and I want a sticker, and I've been trying to get somebody. I've been trying to help me. I want to learn the uke. I want to learn how to play the uke. I'm just terrible.
A lot. There's been a lot of people that are playing ukulele that, you know, say that they don't know very much about it. And I have probably 10 or 20 pages worth of just general information, chords, maintenance. I've sent that for free to a lot of people. I just have to find it again. I misplaced it. But yeah, I mean, anybody that wants to know anything small about guitars, just ask me. Anybody that
we could just DM you. Anyone could DM you, right?
Anybody that's watching right now can send me a message. I might not get to it right away, but I will get to it. So don't hesitate to do that. I'll always take the time to answer somebody who's, you know, taking the time to talk to me. So.
Okay. Yeah, and you know, if you I think there's a website where you can look up the shipping costs, like depending on where people live. Like,
I haven't found that very reliable this year. Once the year turned over, shipping rates on most of the stuff I send out doubled, and I didn't know that was going to happen. Mm-hmm. So
Yeah, there's
I just kind of had to.
get the price higher so that it covers all the shipping for like all the US, I guess.
Like when I made the BLT pins, I only made 50 of them, and I charged $5 for them. But every time I went to send one, it cost me $5 to ship it. So basically, I made like 30 cents.
Yeah, no, I
Um,
know the shipping's gone crazy. But you're gonna you have to up the price so that you make like something.
it's all
You know,
about it's all about finding a balance, because I also don't want to, charge a really exorbitant price and then nobody's interested at all. So,
yeah,
you gotta
yeah,
find that middle ground. That's all.
yeah. Yeah,
And
I have no icing t-shirts and coffee mugs, but I
oh, that's
don't deal
cool.
with shipping because they can just I don't deal with credit cards or payment or anything like that. People just go to the website and they could just order whatever they want, the t-shirts or the mugs from No Icing Show. They could just order
Oh,
it and get it directly with Zazzle. It's all in Zazzle.
see, with mine, I have to do
It's
everything
like
in
post
advance.
office and yeah.
So I have to buy them in advance, design them and everything. But I'm not.
Mhm.
I'm used to doing things this way, not the internet way. So I do what I'm used to. Now that you asked about CDs too, I think in like 2 weeks it's my birthday, and I'm putting out a new record on my birthday too.
Oh
It's
wow.
called it's called Curiosities and Cure-Alls.
Wow, I love the name. And you produce these yourself? You do all the you do everything. You play all the instruments. You're like a
Yeah,
one-man band, producer, studio, everything.
on 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 this one, Escapism Playground, it's not just me.
Oh,
There's a producer in Brooklyn. Tom Cheshire's on here. The Rent Boys. Daniel Gay is on here. One of Renee's songs is on here. So
that's
I kind of
awesome.
I fleshed it out with a lot of other people, and
I want
but
one.
this next one is I can actually send, if you give me your email, I can send it to you right after this. Um, the next one though, I'm gonna play all the instruments on. It's just gonna have drums, bass, guitar, and vocals.
And I think we're all a little bit obsessed of your version of Renee's song. What
Hur-
is the one? Out of my
Hurricane
league?
Floyd.
Is it Out of My League that you do?
I tried to play Out of My League and I murdered it. I was horrible
You
at
did not murder it. I loved your version. I love it.
it.
Awesome.
The one that I covered was Hurricane Floyd.
Oh, can we hear that today? Do you still have the lyrics?
Oh
I
God.
tried to cover Renee's song. Renee's song. I'm still working on trying to cover one of her songs that I love. I know. I feel like
I
not
do
doing
I
I got to work harder at it.
I do have a guitar here. I can play one for you guys that I know the words to, but I don't have that ready with me. I didn't have time to set up my stand or nothing.
Oh,
Sorry about that.
no worries. Yeah, I got to practice that song for Renee. I love trying to do her songs, and then I love that Corey Lynn song. I get obsessed with songs. I get obsessed with music. Like I think I always have a new favorite song. Like every week I have a new favorite song. I always into listening to new music too, and like I just discovered "Trampled by Turtles" and
Yeah.
what's the other one? I just discovered what's it called? Trying to think. I can't think. Have you ever heard of the Undertones? And do you like the Undertones?
I don't think I have heard of them actually.
I am shocked because it is like it's my favorite punk rock band in the whole world. I gotta send you have to check them out. I'll send you some YouTube. You gotta check them out.
Is it newer?
No, they've been around, but they're freaking. They have a song called Mars Bar. Maybe you heard that one. They have. I love the whole album. I'm obsessed with the whole album. It's my favorite punk rock. Also, I like the Selector. I don't know if you like the Selector.
I haven't heard of that either. Most of the punk bands that I know were the ones that were still around, that are still around today, that were still around in the 80s and 90s. I never grew up from the same bands. I still listen to the same stuff I did when I was a kid.
Like Suicidal Tendencies, DRI, Circle Jerks, all that.
DRI is one of the best shows that I ever played. Before we went on, DRI went on, and my neck was so jacked from headbanging. I'm on stage and I'm like, man, I need an ibuprofen or something because I need a wheelchair up here now.
Do you know that I've been in quite many mosh pits in my time?
I have too. I do have one funny story about a mosh pit. I was at a Guar concert.
Guar.
Yep. With when David Brockie was still alive and he was singing his Odorous. And my brother wanted to propose to his girlfriend. So about 50 in the mosh pit. So about 15 of us busted out this big circle around him so that he'd have all the space on the floor right in this circle. And he got down on one knee in the mosh pit and gave her the ring and everything. But Dave Rocky from Guar knew it was happening. So he points all these hoses at us and he's spraying us with fake blood and everything the entire time. It was awesome.
Oh my gosh. That's so funny. Oh my
God,
gosh.
that was
the advantage for me being short. The one advantage was when I was in the mosh pit, I was able to like just get in between, hide and duck and get in between people and not get like my face bashed in, but like it's always the tall guy. Like there's always like the tall guy is the one that everybody like wants to like beat the crap out of for some reason. So it was the one time I was happy being short. Dodge the bullet, dodge the elbows,
I've taken a ton of elbows to the face, yeah.
Oh my gosh. Those were the days, man. Those were the days. Not anymore.
I'd have to disagree with you there, Sandie. I think those are still the days. I can take a couple more elbows to the face.
Not for me, Julio. I did have my nose. My baby did break my nose a few times sitting on my lap, and she head-butted me, and probably like 3 or 4 times when she was a toddler. So, but that's it. Like, no more. I'm done. No more.
I've broken my nose so many times I look like a crow from the side.
Yeah, I just just different time in my life now. No more mosh pits. No more broken noses from babies. I'm taking a break. Julio.
I'd do it all over again in a heartbeat.
That's awesome. Well, I love you. I love you for that. I love that about you. You have such a good rock and roll spirit, and you're a survivor, and I love that about you.
Thank you. You're awesome,
and I want
too.
An album, and I want a sticker, and I'll DM you all my information.
Okay.
Time. And anyone else who wants to DM Julio for his merch, hit him up.
Yeah, feel free. You can give me an email or address and let me know what you want, and I'll get back to you. But do not make your information public because a couple of people have given their phone numbers on my page, and I don't know if that's a good idea because you might be getting sold some kind of weird insurance scam.
Yeah, no, don't, and nobody should ever post their information public. But yeah, no,
not your real information. Say when people ask where you live, just say, "Well, I took a wrong turn at Albuquerque one day." And
that's funny. And so the Drunkles are Friday night, every Friday.
Yep. And
you guys really have sponsors? I have to ask.
Well, the whole thing with that is I made the sponsors as whatever we were drinking. So Greg drinks Tullamore Dew. I drink Rolling Rock. Keith Cutts drinks water. But then the more me and Greg talked about it, we were like, well, I think we've bought enough Tullamore Dew and Rolling Rock to earn a sponsorship. So I just kept making that joke.
Yeah, well, I wonder if there's a way to reach out to them.
Not in a way that would probably keep our reputation intact. Well, actually, what the hell am I saying? We have no reputation.
Yes, you guys are getting big. I've been watching. You guys are growing. That's awesome.
No, yeah, we actually we have different guests every Friday, and it seems like people are into it. We even have we have Drunkle's pins, and we also have Drunkle's greeting cards.
Yes. Oh, I recognize that artwork there.
Yeah, Madeline sent them to me today.
Oh, I recognize that artwork.
They're also I choose awesome cards.
Oh, I love it. Got a little Tom Chesh going on in there. It's a
I have to.
family event, a family affair. We're a family affair, Julio.
Tom needs to be in on everything here.
Tom, I love Tom. He's so positive. I love that. Hold on. They're gonna. I told you they would come find me. They're gonna come about that time, Julio, and they're finding me.
It's quarter past the hair.
I've been waiting. We've been waiting. I've been waiting months for you to be on my show. I'm so glad you could be on. Thank you for coming, and thank
Absolutely.
you for tell everybody watch Julio. Every Friday, watch the Drunkles. Every Friday on Socially Distant Fest Facebook group page. Hit up DM Julio for if you're interested in stickers or CDs. And happy birthday in 2 weeks, Julio. I'm sure we're gonna all be saying woo woo, happy birthday. And
this week we have Tristan Moonbow Jensen as our guest, my boy in Oregon.
Yes. Yes. I love Tristan. He's awesome.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And he's a huge supporter of all the musicians too. You know, he's so humble. I love him. So humble.
You gotta be if you want to stick around in any sort of music business. You gotta love everybody else before you can love yourself.
Yeah, you know, the thing it's like it's hard because everybody's so good and everybody can teach music. I've been trying to find someone. You know, I've tried the YouTube videos to learn how to play the uke, or you know,
that's never worked for me. I think actually, you know what? If you ever see stuff on YouTube like a song you want to know how to play, just listen to that song. Don't listen to how somebody tells you how to play it. You're going to find out the way that works for you on your own. I learned playing songs on a little record player on the floor, and you just figure out where you need to be. I mean, that worked out great for me because I'm not pretending I know how to play like this guy or this woman or anybody, because I'm me.
Yeah, I am amazed at how many musicians that in the community that we have are just self-taught. It just blows my mind. Everyone's like self-taught. I'm like, how? It just blows my mind. I can't believe it. Y'all
There's
are
a lot of us.
All right, do you want to close us out with a song or no?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome. All right. Well, thank you and happy birthday in 2 weeks. I'm going to tell you again. Check out Julio's new album in 2 weeks. I don't know.
Yes.
Okay. I don't know if Renee was coming back, but okay. Julio's going to close us out, everyone. Thank you for watching No Icing. Until next Thursday. We'll see you next Thursday.
Okay.
Thank you, Julio.
Oh, wait, I forgot something. me. I see you when I rake the leaves. I close my eyes where you got fed up with my life. I don't deserve another chance, just a lifetime to think upon. I still see you till you're gone, and I still hear you till you're gone. I ain't asking for a wish, just to fit where I don't belong. I still see you till you're gone, and I still hear you till you're gone. I see you when I play at shows. I see you as the sweet summer flowers grow. I see you right here next to me. Wow, and I wake up to just another damn dream. I see you when I try to get back to sleep. I see you when I break down and weep. I see you when I'm always wrong. I see you when I'm taking far too long. I don't deserve another chance. It's a lifetime to think upon. I see you till you're gone, and I still hear you till you're gone. I ain't asking for it, just a bit where I don't belong. I still see you till you're gone, and I still hear you till you're gone. I see you as we first got hitched. I see you as you showed me the ditch, and it hurt, man. I swear to God it hurt. And I can say I understand. I have lived as a loony, drunken, rotten man. I don't deserve another chance, just a lifetime to think upon. I still see you though you're gone, and I still hear you though you're gone. I ain't asking for a wish, just a bit where I don't belong. I still see you though you're gone, and I still hear you though you're gone. Yeah.
I love it. Oh my gosh, that is a hit song. I love it. Yay. I love it. Is that on the new album?
It's on this one.
I need that one. I'm gonna bug you. I love it. All right, thank you everybody. Thank you, Julio. Come back. I'm gonna have you back on the show again soon if you're not too busy. Let's get all the drunkles on. Get all the drunkles. I love it.
You have Ruby scheduled. She's on the show.
Yes. I hope I have her on again. I'm going to try to have her on another. We're doing a girls' night. It's going to be just a bunch of girls. We're going to do a girls' night thing.
Gotcha. Ladies' night.
Yeah, exactly. Like a girls' night. Yeah, that'll be fun. I can't wait for that. But yeah, no, we got to get Gigi, Uncle Gigi. I call him Uncle Gigi. We got to get Uncle Gigi on.
He's my boy.
I know. I love Gregory. I've been watching him for years. I love him.
Awesome.
All right. Well, thank you for coming, and thank you for letting everyone get to know you a little more. It's nice. It's nice when people get to know you. You know, not just play music all the time, because I know you're amazing when you play music. But I feel like now people know you a little more, and that's awesome.
Oh, thank you for having me, Sandie. I appreciate it. Just let me know anytime you want me. I'll make time for you.
Yes. All right.
I'll make time for everybody.
Awesome. All right. Thank you, everybody.